Hi friends, another day, another rock. This is going to be a garage here, except we've got some problems in that where the footing's got to go along the edge is this big piece of granite in the way, and it actually goes under the next door neighbour's footing into it, which is not real good, especially since it looks like a fairly unsubstantial footing. So I'm working with Mark today from A&M Leasley Earth Movers, and we're going to get the hydraulic splitter out first and have a bit of a crack at this rock. Stay tuned. Alright, just going to pull this out piece by piece. First break will probably take a while for the pressure to build because half the hose is leaked down. So we'll see what happens. Here we go, something's happening, the hoses are moving. There we go. She's a cracking. Pressure's up. That's a deep rock. That's interesting. That wasn't very strong at all, that one. It was an easy break. Alright, here we go. He's going to have a crack. I won't be holding my breath, but we'll see what happens. Yay! We got some action. So I've drilled enough for today. Going to start blasting. This is the first one. It's got a 3-hole pre-split and just another hole in the front to help bust it up a bit. So we'll cover this and yeah, you know what comes next. Just 4-hole shot. Just starting to cover shot number 2. It's 10 holes in that big pear-shaped rock. And Mark's going to cover it from the top again. Stay tuned. The wind is howling. The last shot for the week is 6 holes here. This big tall one. Quite a difficult rock actually. But yeah, that's where we're at. That is where we're at. Last shot for the week, 6 holes. morning, Tuesday. We've had a wet Monday and had a weekend off, or partly off. And back at Narry Warren. Got first shot for the day in the corner, another little one over there, and then we'll go up top and the job's done after that. Alright, this is first shot for the day, 16 holes. Alright, jump out in the street, keep a look out for me. Good. Okay. Well, it sounded good, it looked good, it smells good, but the proof is in the digging. So we'll see. The blue line on the embankment there, that sort of points to the front row of holes. I see broken rock. Oh yeah. I can see lots of broken rock. That's the residue of my pleasure. Well, that was not remarkable. I'll talk more about that. So what happened here? How did we fail to get it all out? Quite easy really. I've just been the victim of one of the enemies of minimalist blasting. That's blasting where you're aiming just to do just enough damage to pull it out, and that's all. Just enough explosive to do the job and not launch it anywhere. What's happened is this straight vertical face here that we can see is actually a pre-existing defect in the rock. Quite common. You can tell it's not new because it's not a clean break. It's iron stained. That's the brown colour, where water has seeped down there over the eons. I didn't see that. If I had have seen that, I would have drilled either side of that defect, like where I've drilled these holes here. But I didn't notice at the time. And it would have manifested just as a little line like this one. A little brown line. And that's the reason, or one of the reasons why I go to a lot of trouble to clean the rocks off with compressed air first, so you can see those sort of things. It helps increase your first time success rate. But never mind, I had to blast again anyway because there was a bit on the far side over here that was too high, left over from Friday's blast. So we'll get it this time. Interestingly, where you find these defects, notice how the rock sort of rolls down on an angle and then meets another piece of rock and goes flat. You know, the current theory about how these rocks are made is that they're rounded because of glacial action or water action moving over them over eons. But I tend not to agree, because if that was the case, you wouldn't find rocks joined like this, that sort of, in many cases, they go down and meet together like that, like big balls of putty that have been rolled and pushed together, and they flatten out where they join. So I'm not too sure about the current theory about how these are made. Don't ask me how they're made, I don't know. But I know they're hard to unmake. So I'll just load up these holes and we'll make a bang. Stay tuned. Hasta la vista, baby. This is gonna send it. 21 holes. Looking good. If you can dig it out with a bucket like that, it's pretty broken.